here, we're going to be talking about the rabbit matchups, the good siding, bad siding, all the good stuff about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm going to talk about the rabbits first.
I know what you're looking at. I don't know what you're doing.
Alright, T-King. This against rabbits, T-King doesn't do that much.
Turn around.
It doesn't do that much. It's like T-King's dead in this format. Like, I would say because like nobody really goes into stuff like this. Like T-King is too slow, and plus in rabbits is like you're gonna go negate the Dalka, negate the Lagia, and they'll just do it again. So like, if personally I side one T-King against like windups. It just slows it down. It's not good enough. Good card against rabbits, snowman. Like that Lagia is like real good, but this kills the heck out of against the Lagia. Like Dalka is just like it negates the effect, but Lagia is just like sit there, die. Like that's just it's like a how can I explain? It's like a soul taker, but better. And it sits on the board if you can't get over it. Beats the T-King. See? 1919, it beats the dumb T-King. If you're playing a rabbit deck, like against like the occasional Royal Decree, like against the Royal Decree, when you side Royal Decree, please side in the Dimensionals. Like, Dimensionals are so good. You don't want to leave your Macros Cosmos in there and be dumb. Like I've seen side decks and Dimensional Fissure is like back at some matches when I'm going against like Royal Decree matchups like Rockstun and stuff like that. I side this like this is the first thing I side because like it helps. If I go turn one, D-Fissure and they have a Velar, they're sitting tight. Like it's so good. It's faster than the Macros Cosmos in a way better, but since the Fire Fist and stuff is coming out, this is gonna see a lot of play. One system down. System down does nothing against rabbits. Like
Of course.
this is the worst thing ever.
Who does that?
Who does that? Chain Disappearance. Me personally, I never sided this against rabbits. The one time I did, it won me the game, but don't go on that. Go on, be smart. Don't be lucky. Like when I went into game 3, I sided one Chain Disappearance, and I warning his rabbit when I had macro summons filled mirror match, and he summoned Tour Guide next turn, and I was lucky enough to have Chain Disappearance on the board. And he scooped, so it was luck. Like if he drew like a Caboozle or a Sabersaurus, I'd have been shitted. So never side this against rabbits, please. Another good card, Mirror of Hope. It's real good. I just started siding this card. It's like you draw off of what you stop. Like you're plussing either way.
So what does it say?
Like it's
That's fate. Okay.
It's a real good card. Like against rabbits, against freaking like it's so good. Like it's so good. Tour Guide, like it's so good. And another card, Mind Crush. I side Mind Crush every duel against rabbit because like you know what's in their hand. Caboozles, freaking Guaibas, like don't call rabbit. Rabbit that too. Be smart. You want them to drop the Caboozles and the Jiracs. Like if they go off same hand, like you know some occasional pot of duality, like it's a rapid player. Like if he drops a freaking Caboozle, you know he has a Sabersaurus in hand. Like come on. And this is the best card to side against rabbits. Most rabbit players do not play 2 Soul Takers. So Spirit Reaper is like, you sit there, Lagia can't do nothing, Dalka can't do nothing, unless you like do something stupid. Like, and Lances, like, the only thing that's good against it is Lances, but like, once they waste their lances on like something stupid, like on like saving their monster against like a bottomless or something, or Reapers and Land, it's like this is too good. Spray Reapers check, like
Okay.
so
And
good.
on to the next deck, Mermells. I will be doing that. I am J Flash XCPW. You already know. So when you're playing against Mermells, here's 2 cards that you should side. Not just those 2 Knuckles Cosmos, but Soul Drains as well. Oops, sorry. Because this card would just banish everything that every card they own, it will be banished because of this. This card will stop all effects in the graveyard. So they discard a Mermell monster from the hands of the graveyard. That Mermell monster or Atlantean monster will not get his effect. Megalo, he'll just discard 2 and special summons itself. And of course, because you have this on the field or this on the field, but mainly you'll want to have this on the field because Atlanteans, their effects are just too much. Got the guy who, when it's discarded, pops something, the other guy pops a face up or a face down or whatever, however they do it, this shuts it down, okay? It shuts it down. Another card that shuts it down, Rivalry of Warlords. It's kind of like Goes in Match, but it's better against Mermell because Rivalry of Warlords, it says you can only control 1 type of monster. And Mermells and Atlanteans, those players, those decks, they usually have the fish types, the sea serpent, the agua type. They have all these different kind of types in their deck. So, Rivalry of Warlords would be, it'll just kill them. Of course, they could pop it if you by discarding their Mermell or Atlanteans to the graveyard, but that's why an ideal side against them would be probably, depending on your deck and which you run, 2 Soul Drains and a Rivalry, or 2 and 2, or 2 Macros and 2 Rivalries. However, you just don't want to side too much because siding too much is bad. And we're going to get into that later on why you should not side too much cards when you're siding out and stuff. And you see another card that's also good against them, Mind Crush. As mentioned before, Mind Crush, you know what's going to be in their hand. They have to reveal Megalo to activate its effect. When they reveal Megalo, Mind Crush it. Megalo goes to grave. Don't have to worry about that guy anymore.
If you have Macros Cosmos.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. What else? Okay. Thunder King? Well, Thunder King.
That King is so bad this format.
And I know a lot of you are out there saying that T-King is the card of the format. I've heard it being called that many times this format. And well, I'm just here to talk about how they are against Mermells. I don't know. Every time I played against Mermells and I sighted 2 of these in or 1, okay, it was okay, but it wasn't as effective as these cards. Because this is the big 4. 2 and 2 is the big 4 you want to side against Mermells. They can't do anything. Sure, they might have an MST.
But which one would they get rid of? Both kills them.
Yes. And sometimes there are times where you have 2 of these on the field and probably another one in hand. There's probably times when you have macro on the field and another one in hand. And not all players know that you can solemn warning macro, so that's their loss. What's next? What else we have? Let's go into Geargia. Well, a lot of you may know I'm a Geargia player. That's my main deck. So I'm
Only card T-King is good.
Yes. This guy right here, T-King, I admit it shuts down Geargia's. Everybody just when I set my Geargia armor and pass, my opponent just always likes to summon T-King and attack into me, knowing that I'm not going to get my Fed off. And back and forth. My turn, I set it back down. They attack into the game for no reason. I got a Mirror Force set. They don't even care. But yeah, T-King shuts down the deck. Not only T-King, but where is he? I just seen him. His name is Fossil Dino.
Oh yeah.
Fossil Dino can do wonders if you're facing Geargias, because first of all,
They overextend.
yes,
Have to.
yes, and when it says no need to play against special summon, that's really bad for the Geargia players.
It's like putting a Christie on board.
Yes, and it's hard for Geargias to get over it, because look at their attack stats. Geargia is 11. Geargia is 1,000. Sure, Geargia accelerator is 14, but
That's if you don't have a deep prison face down, a Mirror Force.
and that's if you didn't even use it. I mean, that's if you didn't already use it. And just you gotta get over that. And as mentioned twice before, Mind Crush.
My card of the format, Mind Crush.
Like when they flip the Geargia armor, they're gonna get their surge. They're gonna show you what card they add to your hand, and you're gonna want to Mind Crush it.
How can you go minus with this? You have to think to yourself, like, what if they have two of the same cards in here? What happens? Like, discard all. Like, this card is so broken.
Yes. I've seen Royal Decree played against Geargias, but it really depends. I guess you could side it, but they can still go off.
Don't you have that in your sideboard? Don't you have that in your sideboard?
No, I took it out.
I think Royal Decree is a bad card because, like, you Royal Decree them, that's telling them that you have no traps to stop them. So, like, that's an OTK in itself. Like, people don't run Fader anymore, so, like, a Trag, a Gores, like, but you need your traps if you're going against them.
And another thing for Geargia players out there, just for Geargia players, I've seen Geargia players use Max C in their main deck and side deck, and I just kind of realized something, but why use Max C if you're not going to use hand traps like a Gores and two Trags? And I think if you're going to use Max C, you should use two Trags and a Gores, so you could have more of a chance to draw into something that stopped from an OTK. But Max C is not really needed in Geargia decks. But anyway, back to what you could do against them. System down. System down against Geargia. I'm mainly talking about Geargia card creed. But if you were to run into Geargia Machina or anything with Machina, use all of these. Use these. Because Fortress discards cards to the graveyard, or himself to the graveyard to special summon himself from the grave or hand. So Macro will shut that down. And if there's too many machines on their field or whatever, and in the graveyard, they have that Fortress in the graveyard. System down.
You know how much times I've won because of System Down? Like, System Down is just that card.
Also, Chimera Attack Fortress Dragon. Remember, most Geargia players don't use Cyber Dragon, so they probably want to use Cyber Dragon and Chimera Attack, but like I said, going against Geargia Machina, any kind of Machina stuff, these three is this three.
That's the big
cards.
three.
Yep.